Hi, I'm Andrew Coonrad from Logitech G. I'm the technical marketing manager here, and we're showing off some really cool new hardware here in Hamburg, Germany.
Dieses Video wird euch präsentiert von dem Asus Nova Go, dem weltweit ersten Gigabit LTE Notebook mit Snapdragon 835 und einer Akkulaufzeit von bis zu 22 Stunden. Weitere Details in der Infokarte.
So first off, we have our brand new G560 Lightsync desktop gaming speakers. What's cool about these is they're the first PC gaming speakers designed specifically for gamers with Lightsync technology. And what that means is that not only do they sound amazing, with the 25 years of history of Logitech making great speakers, they're going to sound awesome. It's a 2.1 system, so you have a really nice subwoofer as well. That's downward firing, so it really rumbles the ground below you. But also, it has 4 unique RGB lighting zones powered by our brand new Lightsync technology. What is Lightsync, you may ask? Well, it allows you to integrate not only with your game content through intelligent RGB lighting control. The games like Fortnite and more can control it directly through our Lightsync API. But then you can also use a couple other really cool modes to control the lighting with the content on your screen. We're going to show you what that looks like. So what's really great about this Lightsync API is that developers like Epic for Fortnite can tie directly into the Lightsync API to control every element of the RGB lighting. So in-game elements, actions, notifications, things like this can be controlled specifically by the game. And it's perfect for games like Fortnite because then you get exact momentary information on how the game's playing out. We're working with tons of developers with Lightsync API to make sure that you have all the latest games updated with cool in-game effects. So with our Logitech Gaming Software, you can control all the different elements of Lightsync and more on the G560 speaker system. So first of all, there's a built-in G key on the top of the right speaker, which allows you to program anything you want to that key. By default, it's set to cycle through the different brightness levels of the RGB lighting, but you could program this to be anything from a mouse click to any sort of in-game action, which is nice. And then on the RGB lighting page, you can do all sorts of cool stuff. So you have the 3 main features from our previous RGB lighting setup. So you can do fixed color, color cycle, and breathing effect. And of course, sync all of your active devices connected. But then you also have these 2 really cool new modes. The first one is called Screen Sampler. And what Screen Sampler allows you to do is choose any part of the screen to actually display lighting on the speaker system. So you have 4 unique zones on the speakers: back left, back right, and front right. And what that does is when you can click and drag to actually select the area of the screen that will display the lighting. So if there's color in this zone, it will represent that color directly on the back of the speaker, which is super cool. And this is nice because you can select any small area. If you have a notification in game or any sort of a health bar, something like here, or anything like that, you can really use it to specifically light the exact thing that you want. And that's a very powerful element, because we know that not every game is going to have built-in lighting, but that means that you can customize to make the experience with your game exactly the way that you like. You have another tool that's called the Audio Visualiser, and the Audio Visualiser is a great tool for any content that you want to have displayed through the audio effects. So if, say, you're listening to music or a movie, or if you want to have your desktop notifications make a lighting effect as well, you can use this Audio Visualiser, and it ties in all the different RGB devices you have. So anything from your keyboard and your mouse to the brand new G560 speaker system. Beyond that, we also have customizable EQs, so you can change the EQ profile of the system depending on what your tastes are, or depending on if you have different music. We also have profile effects, so you can change each different app you have connected can have a unique setup, and it will automatically apply those settings depending on the app you have running. The final feature is our DTS:X surround sound setup. So what's cool about this is that even though it's a 2.1 speaker system, you can still get a surround sound experience thanks to the virtual setup through DTS. So any type of multi-channel content, whether it be games or movies or music, can be turned into a surround sound experience thanks to the DTS encoding. This is a really cool feature. Another great element of the G560 speaker system is that you can connect not only to USB on your PC, but also with a 3.5mm cable or Bluetooth. And all these things can be simultaneously streaming to the speakers thanks to a technology called Easy Switch, which means that at any moment you can completely switch between a Bluetooth on your cell phone and play music through there, as well as on the PC. So that's a great feature for the G560. It allows it to be very flexible. Beyond that, it'll be available in late March, and the price is €249, which is a very good price for something like this. You get a lot of capabilities, extremely high performance. To get something that performs like this and has all these capabilities, you have to spend a lot more money usually. So this is a great deal and a super high quality speaker system. So thank you so much for watching. Again, I've been Andrew for Logitech G, and I hope you check out the G560 Lightsync speaker system.